hunt you down, eat you alive. You don't even understand what you've done to me, do you? The way you walk away like I'm nothing, like my silence means surrender, it doesn't. My silence is just the breath I take before ruin. You think distance protects you, but all it does is sharpen the ache, the craving, the pull I have toward you. I'm not some harmless man who forgets. I'm the storm that waits, and you're the one who taught me hunger. Now I can't unlearn it, I can't unfeel you. Wherever you go, I'll carry your shadow between my teeth. You should hear yourself trying to convince your heart that you're safer without me, that you can breathe without the weight of my obsession pressing against your thoughts. But you know better. You feel better in the places I've ruined for other men. You think you can run, hide, disappear into some quiet life, but you won't. You're stitched into my ribs. Every heartbeat drags your name across my bones, and I'm not ashamed of it. I don't want to be cured of you. I want the sickness. I want the fever. I want the chaos you leave behind every time you look at me like you shouldn't. You know what scares you the most? Not me, not my darkness, not my possessiveness. It's the way you want it, the way your pulse betrays you every time you think of my voice, the way you bite your lip when you imagine my hands. You want someone who doesn't just love you, you want someone who claims you. Someone who would tear down the sky if it meant reaching you. And that's exactly what I am. I'm the man who would burn words just to hear you whisper my name again. You call me dangerous, you call me obsessive, you call me wrong. Fine, wear those labels like armor if it helps you sleep, but don't pretend you don't dream about me pulling that armor off piece by piece. Don't pretend you don't crave the version of me that terrifies everyone else. I'm not here to be gentle. I'm not here to be your safe choice. I'm here because you lit a fire under my skin, and I don't put fires out. I feed them. You think you've escaped me, that the miles between us dilute the hold you have over me. But distance doesn't weaken me, it sharpens me. Every step you take away from me is a step I memorize, a trail I will follow back to you when I decide it's time. I don't lose what's mine, and don't fool yourself, you became mine the moment you let me see the part of you no one else gets, the part you hide, the part you're ashamed of wanting. You don't understand the depth of this, not yet, but you will. You'll feel it the next time your heart stutters for no reason. That will be me thinking about you. You'll feel it the next time your breath catches. That will be me dragging you back into my mind. You'll feel it when the world goes quiet and your skin heats without a touch. That will be me calling you back to the place where you belong, inside my darkness. Run if you want, hide if you can. But remember this, I don't chase to lose, I chase to claim. And sooner or later you'll feel me right behind you, closer than your shadow, hungrier than your fears. And when I catch you, you won't want to escape. You keep pretending you don't hear me, pretending my voice doesn't crawl under your skin the way your absence crawls under mine. But I know you. I know the way your breath changes when you think of me, the way your pulse betrays every lie you try to wrap around yourself. You can hide from the world, you can hide from the truth, but you can't hide from the gravity between us. It drags you back to me every single time, even if you won't admit it. And I don't need you standing in front of me to feel you. Your silence is loud enough to pull me in. You think I'm the danger in this story, but you never look at what you made me become. You awaken something in me that was content to sleep, something fierce, something territorial, something that doesn't understand the meaning of letting go. I didn't choose this. You chose it for me when you stepped into my world, when you let your eyes linger on me longer than they should have. Now that hunger you stirred in me, it owns me. And I refuse to pretend I can tame it. You keep running towards safety like it's going to save you, but you know what safety feels like? Boredom. emptiness, a room without my shadow in it. You crave danger because danger is the only place where you've ever felt truly seen. You crave me because I'm the one who looks at you. You're not a passing moment. You're the whole pulse in my veins. No one else will hold you the way I would. With that mixture of devotion and destruction, you pretend you don't crave. Tell me, do you ever wonder what it would feel like to stop pretending? To stop fighting yourself? Do you ever think about what it would be like to surrender to the pull you've been resisting since the first time you felt my attention land on you? I know you do. I can feel that unspoken H you carry, the one that whispers my name when you close your eyes. You try to silence it. But desire doesn't die, it grows in the dark. I can picture you now trying to steady your breathing, trying to convince yourself that distance keeps you safe. But it doesn't. Distance only gives me more time to want you. More reason to sharpen the edge of my longing. More fuel for this fire you lit inside me. And every second you stay away only builds the storm that will break over you when I decide you've run long enough. You don't understand yet, but you will. Nothing about me fades. I don't lose interest. I don't move on. When I choose someone, I choose them with the kind of devotion that consumes everything else. And you were never just a passing desire. You were the one who touched something in me so deep, so buried, that I didn't even know I had a place for softness left. You ruined me for anything less, and that's exactly why I can't let you go. So keep pretending you escape. Keep pretending you're free. You're not. You're a thought that never leaves, a pulse that never slows, a hunger that refuses to quiet. And one day, when your walls finally crack, when your heart finally admits what your mind keeps denying, you'll realize the truth I've always known, T. You were never meant to slip out of my hands. You were meant to be the fire I burn for, again and again, until you finally stop running and let the darkness you fear become the place you belong. You keep acting like my voice can't reach you anymore, like you've closed every door between us, but doors don't stop me. Distance doesn't weaken me. You forget who I am. You forget the way I memorize every breath you ever gave me. You can disappear into silence, into shadows, into the comfort of pretending you never belonged to my darkness. But I still feel you like a bruise I press on purpose. You don't have to be in front of me for your presence to crawl into my bloodstream. You're already inside me, and you don't get to walk away from that. You think you've created space between us, but all you've done is sharpen the edges inside me. I used to be patient. I used to be rational. I used to know how to keep myself contained. But your absence has destroyed every boundary I ever set. You made me restless. You made me obsessive. You turned me into something that watches the night like it will whisper your name back to me. And you know what's worse? I don't want to fix it. I don't want to be cured of you. I want this H because it's the only thing that still feels alive. You tell yourself I'm too much, too intense, too dark, but that's exactly why you can't let me go. You don't want soft. You don't want safe. You don't want someone who forgets you the second you turn your back. You want a force strong enough to tear through your fears, to claim you without hesitation, to want you with an obsession that makes the world shrink. And that's what I am. I'm the storm you secretly crave. I'm the danger that makes you feel seen. I'm the voice you can't silence no matter how far you run. Tell me, when the night gets quiet, when your thoughts stop pretending to behave, do you feel it? That tug in your chest, that pull that tries to drag you back where you don't want to admit you belong. You think it's confusion, but it's not. It's me. It's the memory of my attention pressed against your skin. It's the imprint of every unspoken moment we shared. You can lie to the world, but you can't lie to the part of you that still burns when you remember how I look at you. I don't need your voice to know what you're thinking. I don't need your presence to feel the tremor in your heartbeat. I can sense the way you try to cut the thread between us, only to find it tightening instead of breaking. You don't want me gone. You want me distant enough to blame, close enough to crave. You want the danger without admitting you're addicted to it. And I'm patient enough to let you struggle with that truth, but not patient enough to walk away from it. You keep telling yourself that you're better off without the chaos I bring. But you forget something? You were the one who woke this chaos in me. You were the one who made my calm turn to hunger, my restraint turn to obsession. I didn't chase you because I wanted to. I chased you because you ignited something primal, something irreversible. And once something like that begins, it doesn't fade. It grows. It waits. It becomes a force that refuses to sleep. So stay where you are. Hide behind your quiet. Pretend you've untangled yourself from me. But understand something. Your name doesn't leave my mind. Your shadow doesn't leave my blood. And every time you breathe, every time you think, every time your heart stutters for reasons you can't explain, that's me. I'm not gone. I'm not fading. I'm the echo you can't escape. And sooner or later, you'll realize that running from me was never protection. It was just foreplay before the darkness pulls you back where you were always meant to drown. You really think your silence is enough to tame me, enough to cool what you left burning in my veins? It doesn't. It only makes it worse. It sharpens everything. It makes my thoughts louder, darker, hungrier. You think you've escaped my orbit, but all you've done is pull me into that dangerous place where longing turns into something sharper than desire. I don't need your voice to feel you. I don't need your presence to want you. I only need the memory of the way you looked at me once, and that alone is enough to make me restless in my own skin. You keep pretending you're free, like you broke something between us, but nothing broke, only stretched. And stretched things snap back harder. You don't understand how deep inside me you've settled, how your absence has become the loudest sound in my world. You gave me a taste of you, a moment, a spark, and now you want me to starve on silence? No, I won't, I can't. I don't let go of what tattooed itself into my blood. And you're there whether you admit it or not. You tell yourself, I'm dangerous, and maybe you're right. But you knew exactly what kind of man I was before you let your breath tremble in my direction. You knew I wasn't gentle. You knew I wasn't temporary. You knew the moment you let me near your heart, I'd leave marks no one else could erase. You acted like you could handle me, and now you run and hide and pretend you're afraid. But what you're afraid of isn't me, it's how much of me you want. You can lie to the world, lie to yourself, lie to whatever part of you still thinks calmness equals safety. But you can't lie to the pulse that jumps every time my name crosses your thoughts. You think of me more often than you admit. You imagine me in the spaces between your fears. You feel me in the quiet. You feel me when the night gets heavy, when your chest tightens, when your breath stutters for no reason. That's me pulling at the thread between us. That's me reminding you that distance is a game you're